Hi, I'm Gary Oliver. I'm the Greens candidate for Leichhardt. I'm a cookie allergy man from Cape York, and I'm here with PakMag today, who have given me the opportunity to share my story with you. So having a cuppa and having a yarn. I was born in Cairns. I was born at the Cairns Base Hospital. My family lived in Dillon Street at the time, and my childhood was a bit different because as I grew up and my parents divorced, I actually lived with extended family members. So I had a great childhood living with cousins and aunties and uncles who actually formed the values that I live towards today as well. So, and that was a great opportunity to keep my connection as well to country as being a person of cookie allergy descent. So I had an extended family experience, which was great. Yeah, do you know what? I wanted to be a fireman, and I've missed out on that. And I probably wouldn't pass a fitness test now to be a fireman. But I remember being at school and a fire truck coming to school and showing us their wares and everything like that. So had a plastic helmet for many years. So I was a bit strange with my helmet on, but I wanted to be a fireman. Yeah. So it's about what made me get into politics was about honesty and reporting, but reporting frameworks that actually impacted on people. Some of the new laws that were passed around requirements for mums and dads around Centrelink, having to go to work when a child turns 5 years of age, and the requirements of doing that, and not letting our communities and our people and our townships actually parent those children that are still in a nurturing period through that time. I know the pressures that it brings on people as well, because I know the pressures within my family network, that having to go off a single mother's pension and then go on to New Start and have a look for 12 jobs a week, and not having the money to get to appointments, not having the money to pay for petrol. So the cost of living has really hit families hard, and I want to be able to make a change in it. Just recently in my travels, I found a community that had a tin of baby formula that was $49 for the tin, when that tin's available here in Cairns for $24. So the cost of living is affecting everyone, whether you're in White Rock or whether you're in Cohen or whether you're in Leichhardt. The cost of living for families, for mums in particular, and the changes around some of those requirements through Centrelink. Something that people don't know about me is probably my love for AFL footy, and that's a strange one, because, the far north here, it's all rugby now in NRL, but it used to be the home of AFL as well. So my love for AFL, and I remember being a kid strapping on the boots and mum getting me ready to run out on the field, and I probably wasn't the best AFL footy player, but I tell everyone I was. Do you know, to me, it's been breaking the glass ceiling. Coming from a country town like Cairns, there wasn't the greatest opportunities, and leaving high school, it was at Trinity Bay. They always told me I'd be a good storeman. So I went and became a storeman at the Cairns Cane Bazaar in McLeod Street, and a number of years there. But the greatest achievement for me is actually being able to lead people and grow people in the sense of having the number of employees that I worked with at a CEO level. And I never thought that I'd be in that position in my life, to have that opportunity to actually lead and grow people in that sense. Being a dad, there's no doubt. I'm a father of 6, grandfather of 2, but in a cultural sense, I'm probably a grandfather of about 60 kids. 60 kids call me Pawpaw or Mukai. So being a dad has been the greatest event of my life, yeah. Just brushing my daughter's hair and getting her ready to go on stage for a jazzercise event, and things like that. They're timeless things that you never capture back, and my daughter still talks about how I used to brush her hair in the softest way. So I'm glad that I could do that, but I used to use hair conditioner to get the knots out. But, they're the things when you sit and you reflect on your life and your parenting skills, it's those little things that are the memories that give you the most joy. Yeah, past or present. So Nelson Mandela would be one of them for sure, because I've done a bit of reading of Nelson Mandela. But at the same time, my Auntie Rose Collis, who was the first recipient in this country of the Human Rights Medal, and here in Cairns, the first recipient in this country of that medal. And she was a great mentor for me through my life. And she's passed away. And then I think, on the other scale of things, an old schoolmate of mine, Keith Ewicker, who I haven't spent a lot of time with. So, yeah, 3 people from diverse backgrounds who've all played a role in my life. Yeah. Be honest. That's the best piece of advice. My Auntie Pauline used to tell me that all the time. Just be honest, and then you'd be able to stand with your chest out. So that's how I try to live my life and the values of my life. Yeah. So part of the Greens is, and I say this to a lot of people, we won't form a government because we won't have 70 odd people sitting in those seats, but we inform governments. We've done that through royal commissions and other things. And one of the things that I'm pretty proud of with the Greens is that we're going to offer free childcare. So we know the pressures of childcare on families. I've felt that pressure myself. So free childcare and free education. So for us as parents, that gives us the greatest opportunity to help grow the next generation and make sure that we have kids attending school and that we actually make sure there's an environment for kids to be learning as well. So I think that's one of the policies that I like flagging around of the Greens. But for me personally, it's an important message as well, because in free childcare, it actually gives mums the opportunity to network and to socialise themselves, but socialise children as well.